Hey guys, welcome back to finally another video. I'm really sorry that I haven't been posting as much. I had to shift my gym location and then I got really unwell. You might be able to hear that I'm a bit unwell, but that's okay. We're back now, and so I've got a new video for you, Kade versus Natan Shong, or Natan Shong. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, I'm so sorry. But Kade is in the blue and Natan is in the white. So we're gonna just get into it. Hopefully it'll be a good match. I like Kade's afro, it's really cool, actually. I'm not sure why they stopped everything. I'm not sure why they gave a disadvantage, but that's okay. Kade definitely looks to have the upper hand here, and as we talk about a lot in the videos that I sort of comment on, they're a little bit disinclined to engage. Kade has a really nice style where he's kind of very explosive because he's still young and doesn't care about injuries. And he will like drop and explode forwards really quickly, even though you can see that he's like Natan probably comes up to here, that sort of thing. So Natan is hyper aware of what's going on, and is a bit hesitant to engage, and Kade already has the upper hand mentally, and you can see just like that, ouch, just like that, he's really good at going from up here to down here in half a second. Beautiful tackle. Oftentimes tackles end up on both knees, but like that posturing from Natan was really good, but this is why you leave your lead hand down. You know, yeah, this hand here should be somewhere down here, because you want to be able to block the sprawl. Block and sprawl, sorry. And so this doesn't happen. I'm not really sure what the idea with this is. It doesn't seem like it's doing anything to me. I've never been taught anything like that. And now he's going for a little ride, you know. He gets slammed, legal slam, and that must have hurt. Oh, beautiful back step passing by Kade there. So he's trying to step out with one leg, and then he plants it and then quickly weaves this top leg around the other side. And then, like, to me, he probably could have gone for this pass if not for this hook. Excuse me, I'm still a little bit unwell. He probably could have gone for the pass. Hang on. What do we... audio import. Yes, cool. I'm sorry, I'm just making sure that I was actually recording sound, because if I wasn't, I was going to be sad. This hook here is probably what's saving Natan, but really I feel like Kade could have gone for the pass just by like wrenching his leg backwards, because this knee is in the way, stopping the knee from following, but he makes the decision not to go for it for some reason, instead opting to push the hook down, which loses him the pass, so he goes in for like a smash type pass, which is really good, but Natan manages to off balance him because he didn't get his head on the inside space. So this back hook is stopping the back step again, and then so Kade opts to sorry guys, I'm not doing very well today. Opts to turn back into Natan, and what he should be doing is getting his head low right now, but he doesn't do this because of the threat of the collar, which allows Natan to start moving. But now that the collar is he's got the same side collar, Kade should be smashing the head in, but he doesn't in time. He doesn't get the grip in time, and so this is what allows Natan to get back into like a single leg X position. You see Natan that we're hunting for this back sleeve. If he's allowed to have it, Kade goes for a little ride as well. He gets swept pretty quickly, and now this position is a little bit dangerous. Now, I've never been one to really respect a single leg X position, personally, especially in gi, because whoops, that's annoying. The reason being is that when you start standing up, depending on where this leg goes, like that's very close to a reap now, and I'm not sure what the rule set is in reaping in the gi, but you're so close to a DQ. But Kade just has to pull his heel off, right? And then he can grab onto the collar and start heel kicking this leg around the corner, and then he gets the smash pass into mount. But we'll see how this plays out and how they deal with it. I'm not the biggest fan of a single leg X though. You can see how Kade's already starting to hunt for the grip. So Natan does a really good job getting that sleeve grip. It felt like a little bit of indecision there from Kade. I reckon he should have grabbed onto the collar and just pulled himself in, and then fought against the strength of the leg because he's longer, he's taller. He should have fought against it with the flexion of his body. So this grip on here, the leg won't be strong enough to push Kade away to break it, and then he should use his other hand as the base. You see how he's trying to go for that collar grip now. And now he does a really good job trying to clear these legs and doing back steps, but now he's getting swept because he's not low. What he should be doing is squatting like this the whole time. Instead he's coming up tall. And that's not really that good as a positional play in this position here. That's the way. Now you see how he was trying now. He's lifted his foot off the floor purposely, pointed his toes back, and he's trying to like heel kick in around the corner. So what he should be doing from the very beginning, really. But that's alright. He's being heavy. He's attached to Natan. Natan's a bit stuck now because he's lifting Kade up. And that's like a lot of effort to do an ab crunch that entire time, and Kade's just balancing the whole time. And then he gets his balance, falls a little bit, and Natan does a beautiful wrestle up. What I really like about Kade, what I really like about him, is this lesson here of square hips, wide base. You see how hard he is to sweep? How many of us, myself included, would just go, yeah, okay, we get to about here after we try and fight it, feel the resistance, and then mentally give up, instead of trying to like swing that heel back around the corner? How many of us would have given up like 30 seconds early? And you see how he's still trying to fight it, and Natan's using a lot of effort to get him down. And he has to, because Kade's trying to get on top the whole time. You see he's still going. And so and so Kade is forced into excuse me, that's the most retarded fucking spazzy black belt shit I've ever seen. It's fucking amazing. I love it. I love it. So it's like a wheelbarrow. What position is this? What the fuck is this?
Hey guys, this is high level jiu-jitsu. It's the highest level thing there is.
It's difficult explaining to my students that both of these guys would beat me when they watch my videos like this and they see shit like this.
Yeah, no, I promise that these guys are really good. They'd beat me with ease.
Anyway, it's really difficult. Kade's not allowing the sweep. As long as he doesn't go flat on his back, it's really hard. So now we end up in this wheelbarrow position. And it's really tough trying to hold someone down, secure the pass, when they don't accept it. And they're just like always fighting to get back up, like what Kade's doing. And then you end up with some whack shit to do. Because like Natan's not careful, he ends up going into like a somersaulty forward roll type thing, and then Kade gets up, and then all of a sudden it's super scrambly, super intense, no points scored. Even though we're at 410, Natan started this at 340. It was 30 seconds worth of trying to sweep Kade. 30 whole seconds, only for it to end in an advantage. You can see Kade's just doing an excellent job trying to stay up the whole time. And it's difficult. It's really difficult to suggest what Natan should be doing different here, because Kade's such like a little wriggle worm that you can't even put him down because he's so like he's in that perfect weight category where he's tensilely strong enough to hold himself up like that. But he's heavy enough that you can't hold him up for long. But he's also strong enough and light enough to move himself like that for a long time, so he has a good gas tank. So it's really difficult to suggest what he should be doing. Here, what I would be doing if I were Natan is I would be walking backwards and jamming the legs down to the floor to try and get like a hip wrap, and then head on the inside space and follow, you know. Instead, this happens. And then they both wrestle up because they don't want any advantages or disadvantages. You can see how like Kade has a gas tank on him for days, and Natan's kind of freaking out a little bit because he's tired, you know. Really good job, Kade, defending the gi grip. Is going to be difficult getting a grip in, so he's preemptively defending. He's a little bit of a showman as well. You can see that he's like pretending to look away, so he can strike. Looks away, comes back in, gets a really nice grip. We'll see what he does. Yeah, good. I really enjoy that confidence he has here. Really enjoy that. So he's like, he doesn't panic because he recognizes that this foot's actually a fair way away from the triangle, so he puts his hand down. There's a big loop now for this foot to come over the shoulder just to get the triangle. He doesn't panic because he knows. He feels this, right? So now his collar's wide open. His hands are still on the floor. His posture's all gone to hell. But he knows he's still not in danger. So he starts standing up. And he doesn't even bother defending the neck because it's really hard to get the grip secured when they're hanging off you like this. And so I really like the confidence that he has to go, no, I'm not in danger. I'm not going to respect this. And he only respects what he needs to. And I know I've been talking about Kade a lot and not Natan, but Kade's really in the driver's seat this match. And this is going to be like a break in a second. It's just too hard to hold that. And so we get into this De La Riva position. It's not something that I would suggest playing against someone taller. It's really hard to play De La Riva against someone taller because they can just step back and you lose connection on them. But you know, what else can you do against someone that doesn't want to be on the bottom? And so Natan has like really good sweeps. He's going back into that single leg X position. Again, I don't respect this position at all. I really feel like Kade should hold on with that grip and just smash his hips in. And that's all you need to do to beat it. And now he gets the grip. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see him pass in a second with like a pressure pass, unless he decides to let go. He opted to push the foot down, and now the single leg X is kind of dead. He can go back to being alive, of course, but like it's heavy pressure time, and it's not really sweeping opportunities here. And Kade goes for a back step. He kind of fucks this up because he doesn't respect the fact that there's a foot in his bicep, which allows him to get swept if he's not careful. So he goes for that back step, and then because Natan still has the grip on the pants, he's really heavily off balance. But again, because he's so tall and he's so good at fighting to be on top, it's very difficult. Yeah, see how he's always resetting this right knee back out all the time. Every time it goes wrong for him, he gets up, resets that back knee. And now all of a sudden the foot comes off the bicep and he's losing the whole thing. Natan's losing the whole thing, and Kade's starting to win again. And so the really big nugget for all of us, myself included, to take away here is fight like a motherfucker to be on top. Don't accept defeat until it's forced, you know, and it's very rarely forced. Oh, Kade goes for some flippy shit, and kind of ends up in exactly the same spot, so I'm not sure what the point of that was. And now he's into like a knee cut pass, but it looks like Natan has a really good little gi wrap in there, you can see. I don't really see very clearly if he has the foot involved as well on that gi wrap. No, he doesn't. It's just a wrap on the thigh itself with the lapel, which still makes it difficult because as Kade is trying to knee cut pass, he ends up pulling his own shoulder back, which allows the foot to go in, which makes it very difficult for him to start passing. Really nice attempts. I would like to see much more pressure centric style from Kanan, especially because he's bigger. And then he, like, I don't know, he's a bit of a showboater, isn't he? He's going for style points and he keeps on getting punished for it. He doesn't get punished for it, he almost gets punished for it. But like, to be honest with you, Natan is not as good as, say, Merengali or any of the other top level guys. And Kade's the best in his division, so don't get punished for it. But if he were to roll against like a Bushesha, who's equally as gifted at moving as Kade here is, Bushesha would tackle, smash him into the ground, not let him move, and then advance the position. And then you get absolutely punished for trying to style on his opponents by like flipping and jumping and things like this, and lifting too tall and so on and so forth. But he's not getting punished at the moment. Instead of getting rewarded, and you can see how he's getting rewarded with passing attempts and opportunities. Now he goes into the pressure and tries to drive in, but Natan does a really good job of keeping him at bay. Really good job. Now we've got 2 minutes and a bit left. They're both fighting grips, both fighting stand-up. Natan needs to go for a takedown, but gets absolutely blasted because his head's not in the match right now. He's worried about how much time he has left. You can see he's just thinking about trying to survive. And Kade swaps, drops, grabs. Really, really nice. What set that up for him is this head weave. So Natan has this grip on the collar. Kade weaves underneath, opens the lapel, weaves underneath, and now there's nothing stopping this space. And that's very difficult. Very difficult if you don't respond to it like Natan didn't. And now Natan goes for a cheeky little headlock, choke, and it's very, very difficult. Kade looks a bit tired now. Very nice leg trip. Gets another takedown, and I think that unless Natan gets a submission here, he loses. And it's just a back and forward battle. Natan was trying to off-balance Kade to the outside, but again, Kade is so long with his legs, he can just backstep in this massive arc around the corners. Very difficult to see. what to do. He goes for an over-under, gets this beautiful grip because Natan allows it, he's tired. And then I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a pass here now. I think Kade should be burying his head a lot more. His technique is not that great at the moment. But because he's so tall, he allows the knee to come in again. He doesn't do anything. His own pressure pushes Natan back into a guard. And so Kade should really work on his low pressure passing a lot, because he's not very good at it at all. And if he was like 10% better at it, he'd get 5 or 6 of these pass attempts. Now we're taking a bit of a breather. We'll skip ahead. We've got 1 minute left. Now, don't underestimate how hard a 1 minute left is in a match like this, especially because if you start getting confident or cocky, you might get insta-subbed, and it's happened to me before too, and so you can't get cocky, otherwise you get humbled. And so, we're both taking it proper serious, and this is when Natan goes, right, it's 45 seconds left, I've got to put the effort in. So he's really trying his hardest to pass. I liked what I saw there. He goes for this weird leg weave because Kade pushed the foot down. So Natan goes for the leg weave, but there's a huge amount of space open now. And he just smashes in, gets the leg weave, but now there's like a toe hold attempt in place. A steamer lock. And Natan manages to defend it, but that's got to hurt, you know. That one's got to hurt. I really dislike rolling with Spazzy black belts like Kade. You know, those young, really talented dudes that are really quite good, but they're Spazzy as all fuck because they haven't learnt that you have to work tomorrow. And they don't give a fuck about injuries because they just train through it, and so they have no perception that, you know, you're not actually immortal. Fucking worst thing to roll against them because they don't understand what it's like to actually go ouch. And so they just wrench on your foot, and then it fucking hurts. Rather than doing something technical and good, like, say, Gordon. There's 10 seconds left. He goes for a showman Spazzy bullshit again, which is just dumb, you know. It's just dumb to go for it, but it's a go for free. And then he ends up winning on points. So, all up, a relatively uneventful match. You know, 2 takedowns secure the win. The rest of it could have been way better by both of them. His passing, Kade's passing, could be way better in terms of the pressure passing. It's just his technical ability is through the roof, but his body positioning is kind of awful. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Please leave a like, a comment. Please subscribe. It makes me feel like an actual YouTuber. Gives me some dopamine snacks. If there's any matches you'd like to see in the future, please let me know. If not, I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.